Hi, Leo. Let's do your October readings. See what comes for you, what the energy around you is. Let's see. Hopefully you used the energy of the full moon the other day to cleanse and release anything that wasn't working. All right, we got a little too much going on here. Let's see. All right, well, it's 4. Usually we pull 3 for the base, but let's see what happened. So, all right, we had the Magician came out, which means you are trying to call something in. You're trying to create some magic here. You've realized that you've got all the tools, in the Magician's arsenal here. There's always one of each of the suits. He's got a cup, a wand, a sword, a pentacle. So he's got a little bit of everything to create some magic and call in whatever it is that he needs and needs to manifest in that moment. So that's the energy that you're in. You're trying to create and call something in. I think what you're trying to create and call in is a new passionate beginning with something. This is the wanting to go off in a new direction with excitement, and you're holding as the Page of Wands, you have an excited new energy, and you're holding that Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning with something. So you're ready to travel and go off and do something. Maybe you're planning something with traveling. And then these two came out together, so they kind of need to be read together. It's Judgment and the Nine of Cups. And Judgment is actually a card of karma. Karma gets served. It's Judgment Day. You're seeing the signs, you're seeing the synchronicities. That means something big is coming. There's a big decision that is coming down from the universe where everybody's standing there waiting to see what gets told to them. Everybody has to face the music and see what comes now. And with this Nine of Cups energy, that's an energy of having it all, of the self-indulgence, where you've worked hard to fill all of your cups. You've walked away from anything that was not broken to try to keep filling the cups. And now you're in an energy of making sure that you and yours are fully taken care of, so you're in a very, I don't want to say a selfish energy. It's more of a self-care energy, but to the max, where sometimes you have to be careful, because if it becomes too self-indulgent, then that's when that karma strikes. You know what I mean? So we're going to pull more on it and see where that energy is. What are you trying to manifest here? Because I love that the Magician came out first. See? I told you, you're trying to manifest something new, a home, something stable, something that you want that's grounded, where there's equal reciprocity with someone, equal give and take, where there's a sense of both of you wanting to build something bigger, build a home together. That's the Four of Wands is that 1111 card. It's the feeling of home, of being connected to something else that's the same. It's vibing on the same frequency. Let's see what's out here. Oh, we got the Chariot. Okay, that means whatever is coming or whatever you're manifesting is something that's balanced. The Chariot is always fast, because the Chariot has somewhere to go and things to do and is not going to be stopped by anyone. And when the Chariot finally arrives, it arrives in a good place and space, because it's always depicted as being led by opposites, because it's a balanced energy. It's the equal, the masculine and feminine, the yin and the yang, the, light and the dark. It's equal, give and take, just like you're looking for with this. So I think you're trying to manifest in someone or something that is looking to grow and be stable with you. So let's see. Yep, Five of Cups. I think you're in this, what's maybe blocking you is this feeling of constantly looking and seeing that something isn't happening. You keep looking at 3 empty cups as if they're just going to refill themselves. Instead, what you have to do is turn around and look behind you, because there is a deeper connection, or a soulmate connection, or the Two of Cups on its own in the deck is a deep soul connection. So there is something waiting for you or around you. You're just busy focused here. So, that's where that Magician energy comes in, is that realization that you have the tools to call in what you want. You just have to stop paying attention to what's lost here, or that feeling of regret that you didn't do something, or nope. Nothing that's meant for you is ever going to pass you by in this lifetime. It's not. It doesn't work that way. If it's supposed to be for you, it will be every single time. So now let's clarify this Page of Wands. I love that energy. That's an excited energy. Like I said, travel and motion and wanting to do things. Eight of Wands. Yes, there's an intense focus on something new, on a new spark. Eight of Wands is also communication. So if you're waiting for somebody to reach out, and it could be exciting and fiery, and they are going to reach out. Ace of Cups with some emotion too. That's a brand new start. That's an overflow, in fact, of emotions. That's somebody maybe saying more than you're even expecting, or coming from a more loving place. Ten of Wands. Yep. Time to put down something that's been a burden. So you can go off in this new direction, because after that Ten of Wands, when you finally put that extra stick down, like you put the extras down, you only take what's important, which is that new energy, the new fire, the excitement, and that's when you go off in a new direction. So this has come to a close. Whatever has been a very heavy burden is going to end now, so that you can be in this energy, because that's what comes next after the 10 in the in the layout of the cards comes the page. So that's that wanting to go off with a fresh start somewhere. Or what is this? Judgment. There it is again. You had to wait for this judgment, this big decision. That's why we're going to clarify that next. Whatever this is, this karma, this ending, this, you were waiting for something to be decided or figured out, or you're waiting, talking to the angels, like I said, seeing the signs, seeing the synchronicities. And now that this is happening, yep, see, you've been in your head about it. You're the only thing blocking this right now. It's you and that focus. That's why this was the only one of those types of cards that came out in this, when I clarified this card too. That's the card of you regretting or looking back on something, or you couldn't have changed anything. You couldn't have done it differently. You couldn't. Stay out of that mindset. You're putting yourself in your own prison. But if you look hard enough, she's really not bound that tight. She can literally put her hands up and take off the blindfold and see what's around her. She can take pull those right off. She is in a self-created prison for no reason, because you have to trust that you made the right choices at the time. Yep, Emperor. That's the kind of energy you have to go back into, that you are, kind of king of the world, and you are able to take on the next chapter and what's coming. This new endeavor, whatever it is that's coming for you. This, the Emperor is who drives the chariot, the Emperor or the Empress, it doesn't matter. That's that kind of energy. That's who puts it in motion. That's who the Emperor energy is, the embodiment of all of the kings in the deck. So it means you have the drive, the power, the strength, the everything to head off into this new place. Don't become your own, the person who stops it, Don't think about it negatively and make that a self-fulfilling prophecy. So let's see, what is this Judgment card about with the Nine of Cups? Wow, you just got the Emperor again. It was the last card we got, and then you watch me shuffle. We got the Emperor as the last card clarifying here, and now we got it in this deck. The Emperor, there's some sort of a decision, or, well, now that it's, see, the fact that it came out on top of this, and that was the last card there that was kind of describing the energy you need to go in, this might mean that you need to be cautious about becoming too self-indulgent at this time as you're trying to forge this new path. You know what I mean? Just proceed with caution and stay in the right headspace, stay in the game without, becoming a little too cocky about it, because that's one of the faults of the Emperor, is that he knows his power. And sometimes, not that he abuses it, but yep, see, King of Pentacles. That's somebody everybody looks up to, and you kind of know that. You know that you're looked upon and revered as somebody more important or more special, or, you give that presence in a room. You take charge and you command a room and a space that you're in. It's just the nature of who you are as a Leo. You're the lion. So the King of Pentacles, sits in his throne, and everybody goes to him for advice and for money. And so just, again, be cautious about the extra spending, about the extra, because it's going to come back if you're not careful. It's going to kind of come back to bite you in the ass. You don't want to be, big man on campus temporarily and then end up, in debt because of it, or just cautious right now with any big decisions that are made. There it is again, that Ten of Wands. That has to come to an end. Maybe that's what's been burdening you. Is knowing that you've been a little bit too much with the self-indulgence right now. And you're just, it's what's stopping this this manifesting and this new path. And again, I think it's maybe because you're a little bit hurt and you've been looking at past things and regret, and so that's where the self-indulgence, maybe you got a little shopping happy or a little, like, it happens. We try to make ourselves feel better, but just be careful that it doesn't become so indulgent that it becomes destructive. We want to lay that burden down and go into this new energy, because you do have new energy, fire and passion and excitement towards something new, and emotions and love. And there's something really nice here that you can call in. Your first card was the Magician. So just make sure that you use that power properly and you don't abuse it. And you're able to bring in whatever it is that you need right now, Leo. Just find that lion inside, but tame it with the lamb too a little bit. What is your song? This month I did classic rock. I know a lot of you tell me in private readings and stuff you connect to that. So I picked that, a random list on Spotify. AC/DC, Highway to Hell. So yeah, just yep, be careful. You don't want to end up, that self-indulgence could lead you on the wrong path, where then down the line there's karma to face because of it. So steady, clear thinking, stay on, keep your head in the game. Don't become your worst enemy. Put down whatever's too much and extra right now, and use that power in you to know the right things to call in, to have that stability and that solid, that grounding, that foundation that you want, without becoming excessive. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys for your next reading.